What is up, everybody? This is Patrick Valentine, and I'm here once again for my SmackDown Live review. Look, I want to be a little more calmer this week. You know, I don't want to... I really feel like I shouldn't come on here ranting every single week. But SmackDown Live to me really... It angered me a little bit, not too much. But maybe my issues are something that's not anybody else's issues. But can someone tell me, why am I seeing Paige 2 weeks in a row putting DeVille and Rose in situations? I know people don't like Rose and DeVille. But guys, at least show a little bit more, you know, at least show that you care about Rose and DeVille at least. Because why is Paige, like, this is the second week in a row Paige has just booked Rose and DeVille in a match. Well, this is DeVille's debut match, but this is Rose's second match on SmackDown. But why is Paige showing favoritism for? Like I said, I don't want to come on here and rant. I just want to talk like a normal human being about it. And I wish someone would tell me. Why is Paige telling Mandy and Sonya what to do? I know she's the GM, but in my opinion, that's favoritism. In my opinion, that's favoritism. Everybody complained about Shane McMahon last year constantly booking Owens and Zayn in unfair matches. So why is everyone all of a sudden okay with it when Paige is doing it? I'm sorry, but to me this is not right. Mandy Rose should be in the Money in the Bank. I'm sorry, she should be. And by the way, does this mean Becky Lynch is more attractive than Mandy Rose? Because last week people were making an excuse of the only reason why Mandy Rose beat Becky Lynch last week is because WWE thinks Mandy Rose is more attractive than Becky Lynch. Okay, so does that mean WWE now thinks Becky Lynch is more attractive than Mandy Rose since Becky Lynch beat Mandy Rose in a triple threat? Give me a break. Mandy Rose will always be better looking than Becky Lynch, in my opinion. There's something I want to mention. Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. There's something I mentioned on Twitter, because I read the article on WWE.com on what happened in the segment. You know, I'm sick and tired of WWE. I'm sick and tired of WWE using Brie Bella's name to and I swear, why is everybody that feuds with Daniel Bryan using Brie Bella's name? Stop using Brie Bella's name as a way to get heat. Owens and Zayn did it at WrestleMania. I didn't like it then, and I'm not going to like it now. Quit using Brie Bella's name as an excuse to get people to boo. Brie Bella is not a perfect person to throw heel heat on. It's stupid. It's stupid. I am tired of WWE just throwing people's names out there. And Big Cass is apparently in the doghouse. Of course he is, because apparently he went off the script, and it's funny because when wrestlers tend to stand up to Vince McMahon, they seem to get punished for it. Now you understand why people like Sasha Banks and Bayley and all these other people don't say anything. Now you know why. Because if they said something, they'd get the Big Cass treatment. Big Cass is 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. But here he is bloody tapping out again to Daniel Bryan. Even though it wasn't a match, he tapped out again. Yeah, some 7 foot tall monster we have here. Cass's constant tap outs. The New Day versus the Bar. The New Day got the win here, and a member of the New Day will soon be joining the Money in the Bank. I see it being Big E because WWE want to push Big E. But in my opinion, I think instead of going with Big E, I'd say go give Xavier Woods that opportunity, because Xavier Woods has really been pretty good. He's really coming into his own. He's coming into his own. Xavier Woods. Xavier's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's got some talent, so he'd feel good for Money in the Bank. Before I continue on, I want to mention that next week we've got Samoa Joe versus Big Cass in a Money in the Bank qualifier. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, these two guys are heels. Both of them are heels. Why am I watching two heels? Why am I going to watch two heels versus each other? I'm being dead serious. Why am I watching two heels going to battle it out in the Money in the Bank? People don't seem to think that. Samoa Joe shouldn't lose to Big Cass, obviously. But still, Samoa Joe is not a face. What, are WWE going to turn him face because he's over? He's going to join the long list of people who get over? Hey, Rusev's over. Rusev's over, but he ain't a baby face. He's a heel. He's over and he's a heel. So what does that tell you? And finally, before I move on to the next match, I want to mention that also next week we're going to be getting Lana versus Billie Kay. Money in the Bank qualifier. Why have I got this weird feeling that Lana is going to win this match? I don't know why. I just got this weird feeling in my gut that WWE are going to put Lana in this match. Billie Kay needs to win this match. Billie Kay deserves this match more than Lana does. I don't want to see the Iconics get buried even further. You're already placing them in the grave. I don't want Lana being the one to bury them 6 feet under and get the dirt. Billie Kay needs to win this match. Sorry about that, if you heard that noise. Billie Kay needs to win this match. She needs to. She needs to move on to Money in the Bank. Billie Kay deserves it. So, after that, so that's pretty much all I need to tell you guys with that. Then we had the debut of Andrade Cien Almas. Andrade beats a local talent. He beats a jobber. And, of course, you've got to have jobbers. That's the thing now. You got to have jobbers. You can't put I don't know, a Sin Cara against an Andrade. You can't put like a, I don't know, anyone. You couldn't put Primo against him. You couldn't put anybody who's on the roster You know, I don't mind squash matches, but doing it all the time is getting very repetitive. Andrade obviously wins. I wonder how long it will take until we start seeing Zelina Vega interfere. Obviously, she's not going to interfere right away because he's versing a freaking jobber. But when is it going to come to a point where we're going to start seeing Zelina Vega be Zelina Vega, the way she was in NXT, where she constantly interferes, trying to attack people to give Andrade the upper hand? If Andrade Cien Almas is that good in the ring, Zelina Vega should have no interferences whatsoever. I wouldn't talk bad about Andrade if Zelina didn't interfere. If Zelina doesn't interfere. I'm a fair man. I give everybody equal opportunities. But if you fail to capitalize to impress me, then yeah, I'm gonna dislike you. So Andrade wins. Carmella throws a Royal Malibration. Can someone put me to sleep, please? I really do not care about Carmella. Again, this is what I said before. I give people equal amount of opportunities to impress me. And Carmella has not done that since she won the title. I was willing to give this a chance when she won the title, but she's done absolutely nothing with the championship. She's throwing this celebration because she beat Charlotte Flair. Whoop-de-doo. And then out comes Paige, one of her hometown in London. Then she tells Carmella, you are going to face Asuka at Money in the Bank. Well, she didn't say her name. She said, you're going to be facing this man, and this woman. Asuka comes out. I have a problem with this. Not because it's Asuka. I have a problem with it because I feel like WWE are trying to do a Roman Reigns with Carmella. Because they're trying to put Carmella against all the best talents to try and prove she's a good champion. She's not a good champion. If Asuka does not win the title, then WWE are completely delusional. I'm just being honest with you. Now, I know I wasn't the biggest Asuka advocate or fan. Wasn't the biggest fan of Asuka last year when she was undefeated. Now, I'm still not a big fan of Asuka. I still think she's boring. She's repetitive. She does the same thing, same wrestling moves every single week. She doesn't try and change up her wrestling repertoire. But I can at least be honest and say, you know, at least Asuka, you know, now that her undefeated streak is gone, I don't need to, you know, yell and scream and beg her streak to be over. That's why I didn't have a problem with her streak ending. Because I've been wanting her streak to end for ages. So yeah, Asuka will be taking on Carmella at Money in the Bank. Then we had Becky Lynch, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville in a triple threat Money in the Bank qualifier. You heard me talk about it at the start. I don't understand why Paige is all of a sudden having an issue with Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. I don't know why she's having an issue with these two. I don't know what these two did wrong to get on Paige's bad side. Yeah, you ended Absolution. Just leave it at that, Paige. You ended Absolution. You leave it at that. And you let them do their business. You let them go out there and wrestle. Why do you think we never see William Regal? Now, I don't talk a lot about NXT. I'll give NXT one positive. At least they don't have William Regal throwing his authority around. Why can't Kurt Angle and Paige be like William Regal? You don't need to be on TV all the time. Why not be like William Regal? Book matches when you need to book matches. Why can't Paige and Kurt be like William Regal? That is the only positive I can give NXT. At least they have a GM that is not on screen all the time, and at least their GM doesn't throw his weight around. At least I'll give that. And I guess Drake Maverick's pretty good as well, because he doesn't throw his weight around. So, William Regal is probably by far one of the best GMs, because he doesn't throw his weight around. That's the thing I have an issue with Paige and Kurt Angle. They're always on screen. They're always doing all this bullshit. I don't understand why people are okay with Rose and Deville being put in a situation with Paige. Well, of course, people don't like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, so they're not going to care. They're going to be like, yeah, Paige, just put them in a match. Becky Lynch win. Becky Lynch won. Oh, good, yeah. Becky Lynch deserved it. But whatever. Becky Lynch won, obviously, and everyone was complaining that Becky Lynch wasn't going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Well, she is. Now you don't need to cry a river over it. Yeah, and I'll be sitting here crying a river because Mandy Rose wasn't in the Money in the Bank. Give me a break. At least I actually have a better excuse on why Mandy Rose didn't win. Because Paige is throwing her authority around. People didn't like it when Shane McMahon constantly kept throwing his authority at Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, but everybody seems to be okay with it with Paige. You're just like Paige, a hypocrite. Paige has become a corporate sellout sucker. Yes, I said what CM Punk called Kane 4 years ago. Paige was this bitch heel last year. She was this bitchy heel that didn't give a shit about the fans. Now that she's retired, now you all of a sudden have to trade in your wrestling gear for a black shirt, black jacket, black pants, and then start smiling to the crowd, giving them what they want. You know, put that smile on your face. You know, try and look pretty for the crowd. Seriously, Paige, you're a hypocrite. She should not be sucking up to the fans. That's my main issue with Paige. She's sucking up to the crowd now. And it makes me sick. And especially what she's doing with Mandy and Sonya. Two people that she used to look up. Two people that looked up to Paige. And now she's bossing them around. And finally, guys, Nakamura and AJ Styles was the main event. It was a good TV main event. You know, Nakamura did an old school finish where Styles went for the forearm. Nakamura moved out of the way. Styles almost hit the ref. Then AJ Styles, as Styles is lifting up, you know, as Styles is lifting up the referee, Nakamura starts acting like AJ Styles kicked him in the balls or punched him in the balls. And the next thing Nakamura did is back exploder suplex and ended into the Kinshasa for the win. And we don't know what stipulation SmackDown has yet. We don't know what the stipulation is, but all I know is this: it will probably be a last man standing match. But if I want to be creative, I'd actually go with an I Quit match. You know, have these two battle it out in an I Quit match. I wouldn't mind an I Quit match. We haven't seen one in a few years. These two look like the type of two guys that would put on a good match for an I Quit situation. AJ Styles looks like one of those guys that wouldn't say I Quit. Nakamura looks like one of those guys that could definitely put over the I Quit match. Both of these guys can. I wouldn't mind an I Quit match. But I don't think we're never going to see an I Quit match again. It's a shame. I actually liked the I Quit match, because the I Quit match was actually pretty good. So my idea is an I Quit match between Styles and Nakamura. I think it'd be pretty cool. But I don't see them doing it. I'd see them doing like a last man standing match. Anyway, guys, that's just SmackDown Live. SmackDown overall, it was an okay show. It was okay. I won't shit on SmackDown too much. Like I said, the only issue I had was Paige throwing her weight around. You know, I know people don't seem to care because they don't like Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, but I care about Mandy Rose. I think she's got a lot of potential, same as Sonya Deville. I see these two with big potential, and I don't understand why people don't care about them. But I'm not going to rant about this anymore. You've heard my feelings about it. I've said what I needed to say. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts down below. And be sure to follow me on Twitter, @PValentine. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you all when I do another video. Maybe another discussion video or something. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.